Hello everybody, school's right around the corner. Today's video, we're kind of doing it in like an unconventional way, and we're gonna chit chat about all the things you need to know before you go into college. These are all the things that either I wish I knew or I'm glad I knew. I thought this video would be kind of fun to do while I get unready tonight and while I get ready tomorrow, just so it's not just me sitting here talking. So let's start off with classes and things that you need to know about your classes. I think the biggest thing you need to know about classes, which I'm gonna say so many times, but I think one of the biggest things you need to know about classes, early morning classes, it's not like high school. And even if you were fine getting up early to go to classes in high school, you're not gonna want to do that in college. I would highly recommend not picking a class before 9 a.m., especially if you don't live on campus. This kind of depends on how big your campus is, but I would recommend giving yourself anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes in between classes at the very least. You really don't want to have to run from class to class, so I just wouldn't recommend. As much as it might suck the day of your classes, I would recommend stacking classes on the fewest amount of days possible for a number of reasons. I personally like to have my classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays because that way when I have chapter meetings on Mondays, I can still work in the morning. I'm free all of Wednesday to work, same with like Friday through Sunday. Also, since I am in a sorority, it kind of gives me more time to have downtime, have time to do my positions in my chapter and work and not feel burnt out. Before your first day of classes, I would recommend just taking a stroll around campus and map out where your classes are, like know where your classes are, know how long it takes to get there, know how long it takes to get from class to class. This one is a must. You cannot not do this. Make sure you're reading all of your syllabi before the first day of your class. Your syllabi tells you every single thing you need to know about the class, but your syllabi is going to tell you how to contact your professor, what textbooks you'll need, how they grade your class, if they accept late work, and usually they also give you a tentative schedule of what you're learning on each day and when assignments are due. On your first day of class, I would recommend sitting in the middle or towards the front of your classroom. When you sit in the back, you just zone out. Like, it's gonna happen. You're not gonna pay attention in the back. Students who look like they're trying end up doing better. This one's gonna sound so annoying, and I hate doing this so much, but you really need to do this if you want to succeed in college. Do the assigned readings. Even if it's a lot, just do it. Along with your readings, you need to make sure that you are doing your homework. Do not do your homework. From my experience, this could have just been how my professors were. Yours might be different. My professors graded pretty easily on homework, except for one class. That class is a sore topic for me. But yeah, do your homework, because usually for most classes, homework, again, it depends on your class, but homework tends to be anywhere from like 10 to 50-ish% of your grade. So if you do all your homework, you get A's on all of your homework. That's already at least like 10% of your grade. So now you have a little bit more leeway when it comes to your exams, projects, things like that you might not do as well on. Let's chit chat about what to bring in your backpack. Even if you live in the dorms, I would heavily suggest having all of these items in your backpack. Bring a water bottle. Most campuses, I'm pretty sure, have water filling stations. I know that Cal State Fullerton does. That's where I go to school. I don't know if I said that. Your laptop, iPad. I personally have both and bring both. I would personally recommend, if you are gonna bring a notebook, I personally don't because I use my iPad, but if you do like to write things down, actually notebooks are great to have anyways, even if you have a thin one, because then you have like loose leaf paper, but get one that has multiple dividers in it if you get handouts in your class. Also pens, even if you don't bring a notebook and you digitally write notes, it's always good to have a pen in case you have handouts or in-class assignments that you need to turn in. If you do take written notes, highlighters. Don't forget your wallet. I'd recommend having some sort of cosmetic bag with like mini products, anything you might need throughout the day, deodorant, lip balm, snacks and gum, good headphones, bring your chargers, and then some hair ties, claw clips, anything to kind of keep your hair out of your face, especially if you're walking around campus and it's a hot day. Well, good morning everybody. We're continuing off this video. In a little bit, we're doing our chapter photo shoots for recruitment, so perfect day to continue this video. So let's talk about making friends, because I feel like that's a big stressor that everyone has when it comes to college. First of all, it is completely normal to go to college with no friends, or at least like start off college with no friends. My biggest tip that I can give for y'all, which I feel like has such a negative stigmatism, and that's to join a club or an organization. Obviously, I'm in a sorority. Sororities are not for everyone, and I totally understand that. I am in a Panhellenic sorority. There's so many fraternities and sororities that are under different organizations. There's multicultural, there's National Panhellenic, Interfraternal. There's so many options. There's also clubs that you can join. There are definitely so many ways that you can meet new people. Also, if you do join some sort of club, sorority, anything like that, I would highly recommend running for some sort of leadership position. It is a good thing to have on your resume. It shows that you're good at managing your time. If there is a position in your club or sorority or anything like that pertains to your major or any career goals that you have. That is a wonderful thing to have on your resume because you have experience with it. Also, don't be afraid to socialize with your classmates. 99% of the time, everyone in your class, especially your freshman year, is in the same boat as you. They don't know a lot of people at the school. They're probably just as quiet as you are because they don't know what to expect in the class, who they can talk to, things like that. And I think that even just reaching out to the person sitting next to you, getting their phone number, being like, hey, let's exchange phone numbers or let's exchange Instagram, so if we need help with the homework or if we want to work on something together, we can. You can form a study group with people in your class. Just socialize in your class. Also, I think that there's nothing wrong with using like Bumble, GroupMe, different apps like that to find friends. Bumble does have like a section, I'm pretty sure, where you can like use it for friends or business. Okay, it's time to do my makeup and talk about more college stuff. This is the Milani Make It Last Prime and Set Spray. Let's talk about taking advantage of your campus amenities. Take advantage of your campus amenities. Pretty much every campus has like a library or somewhere good to study. Go to them, use them. Take advantage of your campus gym. Go on walks around campus. A lot of campuses have like free or just really cheap on-campus events or activities to do. You need to use what you're paying for. Also, take advantage of the health accessibility on your campus. Most campuses have counselors that are free or very low cost to see. Along the lines of finances, a lot of food and retail places, especially near campus, will have student discounts. I would recommend looking up online what places near you offer discounts. I know that my campus does this. Your campus might, it might not. My campus at Cal State Fullerton has like a food pantry for students. There's this app called Too Good To Go where you can also buy like for very, very cheap, like less than $10. You can purchase like a pass to go pick up like random food from a restaurant. I love to do it with my donut shop that's near my house, and I literally get over a dozen donuts for $6. Also, depending on what state you're in, it's gonna be a little different, but if your state offers some sort of like food compensation or some sort of funding, sign up for it. In the state of California, I think you just have to be a full-time student working at least 20 hours a week and you can have groceries covered. Also, just applying for scholarships is a really good idea. You don't know until you try. Get a job as soon as possible, but don't go more than one semester without having a job. It really stressed me out and it's really hard to find a job in a college town. So literally in the summer, before you even move into your dorm or move onto campus, try and find a job. I promise you will not regret it. You'll have your own money, you'll be able to do things. And finally, let's talk about dorms. You don't need to be best friends with your roommates. Sorry, that's a car outside if you can hear that. It's okay to not be best friends with your roommate. Obviously, be on a friendly basis with them, but it's okay to not be besties. Also, establish your boundaries with them as soon as possible. And finally, communicate, communicate, communicate. Editing Marina here. Per usual, forgot to end this video off, but those are all of the things that I either wish I knew or I'm glad that I knew going into college. So I hope this video was entertaining, it was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!